America's economic crisis and its public education system are interconnected. With frozen credit, growing unemployment, and the drop in consumer spending, state and local tax revenues are shrinking. That causes deep cuts in education funding, often resulting in teacher layoffs and a freeze on vitally needed school renovation, modernization, and construction projects. Economists tell us that if our education system is anything less than excellent, our economy won't have the tools for long-term strength and prosperity. The American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, also known as the stimulus package, provides approximately $100 billion for new investments in education. The law recently signed by President Obama creates an historic opportunity to save and create jobs, support states and school districts, and advance reforms that will create long-lasting results for our students and our nation. Of that total, states will receive over $53 billion in stabilization funds to prevent teacher layoffs and other education program cuts while advancing critical reforms. And an additional $24 billion could fund the interest on bonds for school renovation, repair, and new construction. Vernonia, Oregon is a perfect example of a community whose education system and economy can be revitalized by this important measure.
As a result of the flood just over a year ago now, where we had 3 to 5 feet of water in each of our schools, our high school was, we've repaired the gym portion, but half of it's been torn down. The challenge has been a sense of identity loss for some of the students. As of last year, some students won't graduate in a school. They're currently housed in 26 modular classrooms that do not have, there's only one set of bathrooms for nearly 400 students. It's just been a challenge to try and to get back to some sort of normalcy, let alone try and continue to improve in the quality of education that the kids are getting.
Vernonia has some 700 students in 2 elementary schools, as well as 1 junior high, 1 high school, and 1 technical learning center. More than a third of the students are eligible for free or reduced price lunch. With $100 million in damages caused by the flood, a key goal here is to get the kids in new schools in 2 years. Oregon's Governor Ted Kulongoski has named Vernonia as one of 3 top priorities for state stimulus aid.
The stimulus funds would provide the necessary equipment, access to the school through parts of the stimulus fund, perhaps not directly related to education. And it would certainly give us a light at the end of the tunnel that we haven't been able to see before as we've struggled through figuring out how to rebuild our schools.
The governor has convened a public-private advisory group called the Oregon Solutions Project to leverage grant monies to supplement federal recovery assistance, especially for green and sustainable investments. One early proposal would replace Vernonia's flooded-out school buildings with the most environmentally friendly schools in the state.
A school is the center of an economy, I believe. That's where children are taught to be contributing members of our economies. In a place like Vernonia, the vitality of that school, then new housing is built around it, new industries come into town because it's an attractive place to find employees. It just builds on itself.
The flooding combined with education budget cuts has made life particularly stressful for Vernonia's teachers. Many have had to conduct classes in modular buildings. All have seen supplies and other resources dwindle, affecting their ability to do their jobs. And of course there has been the specter of layoffs. For them, the stimulus funds can't come too soon.
I think it's just going to bring more security for teachers in Vernonia. I also think it's going to help with class sizes. I mean, if we make all these cuts, our class sizes are going to explode, and we're already in small classrooms to begin with. So I'm hoping that the stimulus package will bring in more teachers and more instructional aids to help not only with special ed students, but also TAG students.
But the true bottom line here in Vernonia is education. The influx of stimulus funds means that Vernonia's children will have safe, healthy, and educationally sound learning environments and facilities. It means that they will have teachers who can concentrate on the job at hand. It means that they will be able to achieve to their highest potential.
Through this stimulus money, it'll be a relief and an improvement to know that through the teachers, the support staff, the classrooms, that the children as a whole their needs are being met, not just the academic needs, not just the academic requirements to get them through high school, but rather they're learning tools and resources that they can have to be able to prepare them for life after high school.
As the stimulus funds are distributed, variations of Vernonia's story will be repeated in communities across America. The story of a $100 billion investment in America's future. One that will help the current and future generations to compete and succeed in the global economy of the 21st century and ensure that our nation remains strong and prosperous.